It's nice to stand in front of a rapt audience without a timer or a word count to worry about, guys. Oh, he's got a timer, okay. All right, I've got a timer now.
8 minutes, Rob.
However, I appreciate that you're all keen to make the most of the free bar prior to the evening guest's arrival, so I will do my best to keep this short and to the point. On behalf of my wife and I would like to send a big thank you to everyone for helping to make today such a special day. Some of you have come from a long way away. Sultan from Dubai, Chris from America, Carrie Boy, Magnus Nanders from Norway, to celebrate with us today, and all over the country, I might add, to celebrate with us today, and we are very thankful.
The weight of the world is love. Under the burden of solitude, under the burden of dissatisfaction, the weight we carry is love. Who can deny? In dreams, it touches the body. In thought, constructs a miracle. In imagination, anguishes, till born in human looks out of the heart, burning with purity, for the burden of life is love.
And without fail, through it all, Rach has been an absolute rock. The support that she gives me to be able to do what I do is incredible, and I can never thank her enough for that. She is my partner in crime, my best friend, my love, and now my wife. We immediately hit it off with our first date lasting a whole 8 hours. I think we both had an inkling that we were onto something special. Chosen career asks a lot of those that I love. Lots of time spent away, sometimes with little to no ability to communicate. Playing the role of girlfriend, partner, wife, husband to anyone in the military is one of the hardest jobs you could possibly sign up for.
I would like to wish you both the best of luck. I really am absolutely delighted for the pair of you. I'm sure you'll have a very long and very happy future together.
Rachie, life with you is an amazing adventure that is just getting started. I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. You look utterly stunning today, and you take my breath away every time I look at you. Thank you for everything you do for me and for us. I love you forever. If I could please ask you to raise your glasses one last time to Rachel Minns.
It doesn't seem 6 months since we were feeding and watering half of you, and so you're dead right, it's 1 day short of 6 months. There's a couple here going to pay for that. I'm going to be sat where they are and they're going to be up here. 3 days in, Rosie had a phone call before mobiles, Mrs. Palmer, yes, your daughter's come home with her son to the neighbouring village. And she was a bit ahead of her time. Sorry, I didn't want to let it out. You don't realise what you're dealing with. On Tuesdays, at a certain age in your school, it's cooking days. Come back with horrendous shit that came back. And it was that bad. We had a dog and he had an appetite. Well, this one night Rosie said, "Would you?" And I said, "I'm not having that." I'm not having it. We said, "We'll give it to the dog. The dog will eat everything." And give it to they took one bite. And that is not one where even the dog would not eat it. She was pretty pretty dapper, no moaning. I thought, listen, like Rachel, there's no moaning. I said, what's on then? After a while, she said, I've got my jammies on underneath my boiler set. She had this fluffy spirit. I've never seen anybody milk 300 cows with a fluffy jammies underneath her boiler. And she had an unusual way of sort of categorising cows. Most of us would say we like them tall and lean. I mean, Timmy likes them slightly short and fat, but the rest of us like so she would go by how long the eyelashes were, how much furrows they had on their head, how far they could stick a tongue up their nose. We all know what to shout now, don't we? No. Do the tomahawk. No, Blanca. That's for the Cornish pirates. Tim, one of the keenest Bath rugby supporters here tonight. Oh, Paul, you do a little bit towards it, didn't you?
Yeah, you stuck me on Leicester, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who are you? Right, the time has come. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you now, I'm Dave, I'm Rob's best man. So, they say it's best to start these speeches with a strong and dynamic icebreaker. But for the life of me, I couldn't think of a good one to use. So, I thought I'd go and do things a little bit differently. And I've been out and bought one, which is going to be brought out by my lovely assistant Gareth. So there was a few of these to choose from, but after speaking to Rob on the stag do, the decision was quite easy. I asked him what he was going to do with his new wife once they were married. I can't repeat a lot of what he said, but one thing he did say is that he would protect her. So I give you HMS Protector, the biggest icebreaker in the Royal Navy. Just hoping that the weather was going to be good, everything would go fine, and it's all worked out perfectly. It's been really lovely. It's been a fantastic day. So I've known Rob for about 25 years, from when the Minses moved into our village when Rob was 7. Has met the wonderful Rachel, and I thought it would be good to share a story about how they first met, which Rob alluded to earlier was on Tinder.
It was.
So I'll just try and explain Tinder. Having never used it myself, I'm probably going to sound like a dad trying to explain it, but basically my understanding, you put in a few details, age, location, etc., and how far you'd be willing to go. In terms of distance. It then comes up with pictures of people who meet those requirements, and you swipe right on them if you like them, left if you don't. Then if both people swipe right, they get a message box and can chat. It's a bit like being in a bar, you get an attraction and then you go and it's all about the chat up line. So Rachel must have accidentally swiped the wrong way, and the chat box opened up with Rob. So Rob's done very well since joining the Navy, and is now making huge waves. There was a bit to take on board at first, but now that he's learned the ropes, it's all plain sailing. That this would be perfect. Knowing that he would think it was not cool and wouldn't want to go, she told him she'd spoken to all of his friends and that they would be there too.
You weren't there.
Of course, when he got there, none of his friends were there. And unfortunately, Rob was the only boy. Before he could escape, he had been cast into the main role of his first show, and there was no going back. Rob went on to star in 5 shows, and one of his most famous characters was a David Beckham lookalike in a play called Lydia's Tales. In fact, with my lovely assistant here, we've got a photo so you can all see Rob in this role. So I don't know
She's met Rob, and I was going to say this is what this Rob came into our lives. Came into Rachel's life nearly 3 years ago, something like that. And Rob, she said, "Can we meet Rob?" I said, "Yeah, well, we're on silage. Can you come in around after silage?" So it was after silage on a Sunday afternoon. It was the first time we met you. I don't know if you remember it.
I do.
Yeah, you did. Rosie did something, and I was a little late back, probably an odd problem with the forager or whatever, covered in grease and shit. I went down the yard park, came up, and there I am, shorts on, probably a dirty shirt, whatever, and this set of white teeth cake. He hadn't been driven to forager, I'm thinking. But to be fair, I said, "No, you don't want to shake hands with me," but he did. So that he scored a point there, and he got his hands dirty. But no. And back in July this year, Rob asked me for Rachel's hand in marriage, and I still maintain what I said to Rob at the time is, I think you're made for one another. The only concern is I'm not sure who's going to do the breathing and talking. No, you make a great team. You've got a lovely house that you've bought at Old Manor Close, which you've done up. You've got a rather nice garden fence there. Patrick, yeah. But no, and like I say, we're proud of you, Rachel. We love you. You make us smile. Don't change, just become a bigger team together, okay? So I'd like you to raise your glasses towards Rob and Rachel.
You're proud of it. He's proud of himself right now. You got one.
That's so big. It's so strong. How do we proceed from here? We're not actually going to cut it. No. So we're gonna...
In a moment, I want to invite you to join hands and make your vows in the presence of God and His people. But first I ask, who brings this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
I, Robert, take you, Rachel,
I, Robert, take you, Rachel,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law.
in the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
I, Rachel, take you, Robert,
I, Rachel, take you, Robert,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law.
according to God's holy law.
Presence of God,
In the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
Heavenly Father, by your blessing, these rings be to Robert and Rachel a symbol of unending love and faithfulness, to to remind them of the vow and covenant which they have made this day. Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. Rachel, I give you this ring
Rachel, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
Within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Robert, I give you this ring
Robert, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
Within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
In the presence of God, and before this congregation, Robert and Rachel have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim they are husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. Make us the bride.